So Grant, it's awesome having you here.
Good to be with you, dude. It's always good to be you. I always feel more creative when I'm with you.
That's good to hear.
Right? What are we talking about?
Let's talk about creativity.
Okay.
But I want to talk about it in the whole sense of, whether you're a photographer, or you write, or you're an entrepreneur, or hey, you're creating a relationship.
Yeah. What's the difference?
It's all create, right?
Right. It's all create.
What do you think the key thing is about creativity, if you want to up your creativity?
Commitment. I think, for me, I think that I'm probably not known as a creative person, but not 90% of the success we're experiencing is born out of creativity. 100% of the creativity is born out of commitment. Where there's a block, there's a lack of commitment. And that's for the actor, the actress, the producer, the writer, the director, the guy trying to get the shot, the guy writing the article, the blogger, the email campaign, where we can't come up when the guys get together. What's our creative? You have a commitment problem. You don't have a creative problem. There's never a creative problem in my mind.
Yeah.
So I never make that the problem. I make the commitment the problem.
So what's the remedy for that?
Well, then it's what's taboo? For me, price should be a taboo item as a solution for creativity. So, and a lot of artists go to price as a way to get more creative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it less. I'm gonna make lithographs. I'm gonna make it free. Could be a solution. But if you're gonna go lower, just go free. If you want to get real creative, if you want to get real creative, pay people. Pay people to look at your stuff or listen to your stuff. But you don't have the bandwidth to do that, because then you're like, man, I can't do that because you're not committed.
Right.
Like if you're committed completely to getting your art out or your expression. Like I don't really consider myself a businessman. I know I am a businessman, because I run businesses, but I am more of an artist than I am I think more in terms of art.
As far as creating your business?
Well, yeah, like how people see things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create an effect all the time. Like it doesn't, whether I'm speaking in a podcast, whether I'm speaking on the stage, or whether I'm writing, I'm trying to get somebody to disagree. Or agree, because disagree is a form of agreement.
Uh-huh.
I was talking about that in that presentation about interest and disinterest, right? So if I can't get an agreement, then I need a disagreement. But I don't want the in-between.
Right, just nothing happens.
I never saw anything.
Yeah, interesting.
So that comes down to that commitment. And it's also, it's the only thing that's going to combat this very, very noisy world we're in today.
Yeah.
Which relatively is not probably any noisier than the 50s, but it would appear to be.
Well, there's so many things going on. It's that it grab your attention this way and that way. You do have to cut through all that.
You have to cut through, and also the possibility to cut through did not exist in the 50s.
True.
It does today.
Yeah, exactly.
Like with an Instagram channel, a YouTube channel, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, LinkedIn, everybody's ignoring LinkedIn. YouTube, billboard, like I use every one of these mechanisms. It doesn't matter to me whatever road gets me to that attention point where I grab somebody's attention long enough to say, who's this dude? Or I don't like that guy. Or I don't agree with that. Or wow, I need to check this out more.
So something is happening at the other end. It's
something,
just, it's not
I want to create an
null.
effect. I don't really care what effect.
Right.
I mean, I do want to, I would ultimately like it to be positive. I would love people to say, oh, I love him and I want to give him money and I want to fund his projects or whatever the case, right? Or I want to go to his movie or read his book, but I want to create an effect in every single thing I do.
Interesting. So this is a good point to talk about 10X. A lot of the viewers don't know about it. So can you give me a concise sort of what is the 10X?
Well, 10X is what Silicon Valley was born on. If you want to 10X your brand, but you don't have the funds, is to invest energy. Video, little short articles.
All the stuff you're pushing.
15-second videos. I did a 4-second video the other day on an Instagram story that got, nobody will ever know anything about it, but it got, sent people to one place, and they're like, that is the most traffic we have ever had on any campaign we have ever done.
So, okay, I'm an artist, I'm a photographer, I'm a writer, whatever. I don't have $1 million a month to spend. What do I do?
But you have the energy, right? You have the energy.
I got all the energy.
You can make a 4-second video, but you can't make a 4-second video if you don't have a commitment to quantity of content. So when I talk about content, I'm talking about just trying lots of stuff. Like if you told me a 4-second video was gonna work for a company more than anything else they ever done, I'd be like, that's impossible. Yeah. But I did it, and it happened, and it worked.
Unbelievable. Now,
the only way to do that is you got to be willing to do the 4-second, the 40-second, the 4-minute, the 40-minute, even the 40 hours maybe. Like we have one video on YouTube. I think it's 40 hours of content.
Seriously?
Non-stop, you can watch 40 hours. It might not be 40 hours, but it's some ridiculous number.
That's like off.
Because I said, hey, why don't we just see if people watch it? Because I heard somebody in my office say people don't watch long videos. I said, good. What's the longest video we have? And I think we had one that was like 6 hours or something. I said, good. Put 2 of those together, or as many as you can, and throw it up there and see what happens. Amazing. So who knows what's going to work? Nobody knows. The rules.
You like to break those rules, don't you?
Well, they're already broken.
Yeah.
It's all broken anyway. I don't know what a guy wants to watch. Most of our viewership is binge. Like we've all heard about people binging on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't they binging on your channel? Right? Because there's not enough content to binge on.
So you're just a machine.
I'm a creation. I'm creating. I'm exactly what you're doing. I'm not a content machine. I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
I'm creating. You know.
Okay, so let's kind of distill this about that. You got that creative energy going. So what do you think is your key successful action to
that 10x mentality, like never trusting quality. You know, I don't trust quality, and I trust quantity only. And so I don't trust intelligence. I trust force and intelligence, and intelligence by itself will just sit in a pond. It has to be forced into the marketplace.
Push it out, right?
Push it into the marketplace, and then so quantity. Like Van Gogh, I think Van Gogh sold one piece of art his whole life
to his brother.
His
brother was
had to be a family member. You know, it's probably a loan, and his work was prolific.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't know him if it wasn't for the prolific amount of work, because we certainly wouldn't know him about the one piece.
Right.
And so even if a person did one perfect piece, this is where the artist fails. They think create means perfect or something.
Right.
It's got to be great. No, it does not have to be great. The best products almost never win. The best singer almost never wins. The best dancer almost never wins. The best band almost never wins. The best movie almost never wins. Look at the movies that make all the money.
Yeah.
Those aren't the ones that win. The ones that win are the best known.
Well, what did Steve Jobs do? He didn't invent any of those items. He didn't invent the phone. He didn't invent the iPod. Somebody else had a pad going. He didn't invent the personal computer. He made it so that the average user could use them.
Yeah, but I think the mistake he made, and I think he would agree to this, is that he spent too much time saying he was the best.
Yeah.
And he was. It was completely true. Where he got beat for 30 years by Microsoft was Bill Gates said. And Bill Gates was quoted as saying this. Hey, look, if we're not the best product, make sure that we look the best, and make sure that we're everywhere. The point was, hey, get that product everywhere and get it to market faster than anybody else, and make sure we dominate the space. So anywhere I go, I see Microsoft. You look at Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a creation beast, garbage product.
Totally.
But everywhere you go, you get to see it.
And everybody already knows about Coca-Cola.
Well, because they made a commitment to being in every store, right? On every airplane. In every hotel. Same with Starbucks. Look at the winners. All the winners are everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the create thing, the artist sits there, the person watching this saying, dude, I'm going to do it right. But look, you got to be everywhere. And if you're not everywhere, I can't see it.
Grant, thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
And you guys, make sure you subscribe, right?
Yeah, sure.
We want subscribers.
Yeah, and tell us what you think, man.
Tell us what you
disagree.
We want your comments.
Yeah, how do you handle haters, man? Okay. Who do you collaborate with? Collaboration is the fastest way to get your message out there. So let us know. He'll send the messages to me.
Absolutely. Brother.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Thanks again.
Thank you.